All right, we are just around the corner from today's brand new Tao Daily Tarot reading. But let's do our little heads up thing that we do here. And basically, what we're doing with, or what we're dealing with, are these three cards, these three ideas. We got negativity, we have positivity, and we have a balance. I'll give you all the details coming up in the latest Tao Daily Tarot reading in a moment. Well, hello and welcome to this latest edition of the Tao Daily Tarot. Thank you very much, whether you're a first timer here or you've been here any number of times. In either case, please like, subscribe, and share. Very important information for YouTube as I try to build this channel. Thank you in advance. For the first timers, what makes this a little different from other tarot readers is the fact that I do archetypal reading. I read the images on the card. I do an 8-card spread. And the reason why I keep it that simple is because this is the Tao of tarot, the simple path, okay? I also focus on energies, alrighty? I focus on the energy of coming, of going, of pushing, of pulling. And you go, what kind of energies are they? Stop and think of your life. There are things coming and going all the time, pushing, pulling all the time. So what this is kind of an energetic weather report. You're finding out what the energies are around you at this moment, and then you apply them to your life. For example, if we're talking about love, what are we talking about love? Are we talking romantic love? Are we talking about love for your children, your grandchildren? Are we talking about the love of chocolate? What are we talking about? You know, you decide, and then you fit these energies into your life. I also do something called the hyper shuffle. You will almost see that in a moment, and I try to get this reading in about 10 minutes, give or take a couple minutes either side, because you have a busy life, and 10 minutes is just a quick little investment in your day to get this energetic weather report known as the Tao Daily Tarot. Okay, I was just talking about something called the hyper shuffle. How about if we do it? And there you go. That is, or was, the hyper shuffle. Let's get to today's Tao Daily Tarot reading. Alrighty, we begin with something that I absolutely love. Yeah, it's called serendipity. You could also refer to it as just plain luck. Serendipity. Things just kind of come together, fall together for you very nicely. And I think that is a great card to have. One of the best, in fact, that we've had for quite some time. Very happy about that. So that is the overall feel of the reading today, serendipity. Let's go to the side where we're dealing with the energies of coming and going, and we begin with strength. Ooh, gets even better. Strength. Strength is probably one of the most powerful cards for the obvious reason it's strength. The sun probably overpowers that, but nevertheless, it says that you are coming out of this Mercury retrograde period with a sense of purpose, a sense of direction, a sense of focus, a sense of strength. And that's pretty good. And of course, you got the serendipity, the good fortune with you, so that's a nice combination. And we go continuing in the coming and going department. How about the Eight of Wands? Something coming to you, some information coming in, some communication coming in. Very important, very significant, and very quickly. And it's going to make a difference. And being that we got serendipity working for us already, we have strength working for us, this good positive communication. Or it could even be internal communication, communication you have within yourself. You'll know, when it hits, you'll know this is going to move you along that path, that lucky, that fortunate path. We also have the Three of Cups. This tells me it's celebration. Okay, it's time. You're ready to get out there and kind of mix a little bit. We've been away, separated from each other in many regards over the past almost year, and it's time, I think, where we need to collaborate. We need to be together. We need to spend time with one another. Very important. And we come here to judgment. Judgment really, really important because this is decision time. The past, the present, the future, all kind of meeting right now. And you can kind of feel it as we're coming out of this Mercury retrograde. We still have 2 weeks of shadow period, but you can kind of feel there are decisions that are being made. There are conclusions that are being drawn as you get ready to step forward into this future that has with it a little bit of serendipity. That's very, very, very good. Nice reading so far. I love it bunches. And then we have the magnifier card, and this has to do with the Three of Swords. Now, a lot of people would go, gee whiz, that's not so good. That's sadness. Well, it is kind of sadness, but it also can be people who are negative around you. Ideas, feelings, all this negativity. And of course, with the Three Swords, swords are thoughts. Swords are communication. So there's some level of communication in your life, either from yourself or from somebody else, for a lack of a better term, is a bummer. It's a downer. And you really need to clear that out. And you're in the process of it because we have serendipity. You have strength to move on, to move out, to take care of some important business in your life. And that's really what you need to focus on, I think, would be the idea of the negativity, the negative people. And you can look at that and interpret that any way you want. But the people that make you feel down, even if it's yourself, you got to watch that. And the reason why you have to watch that is because we have the Empress. And the Empress loves almost unconditionally. And so I'm thinking the idea of self-love, of taking this negativity that is around you and transforming it with the Eight of Wands communication. Remember the Eight of Wands communication? Maybe your own thoughts. Change your own thoughts. Change the kind of information that comes into you. Be more positive. Be more loving. Be more accepting of yourself. Stay away from that negativity because it's built up, especially over this past year, and it's time to let it go. And the reason I know it is we have the vice versa card, which is facing forward today, and this time it is temperance. It's a balance. It's moderation. It's healing. Okay? It's healing. That's very, very important. Absolutely. So what this means is you are in a mood, in a state of mind coming out of this Mercury retrograde, where you're realizing, okay, I have to rearrange a lot of things. And maybe the most important might be my thinking. Might be my communication, self or coming from the outside in. It is important to regulate what I am thinking because I've been sad, I've been depressed, I have been not myself for a long time. And enough is enough. And remember, behind all of this, you have serendipity. You have, in a manner of speaking, kind of the wheel of fortune turning in your favor. You just have to keep it going. So, keep the strength. Keep your friends. Keep positive. Be sure to love yourself. Get that negative stuff out of the way. Go at your life in a much more balanced way. And I think coming out of this Mercury retrograde, and let's say the next 2 weeks in the shadow period, by the time we get to the new moon in the middle of March, I think you'll be feeling much better. Alrighty, so that's the Tao Daily Tarot reading for today. Remember, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you in advance. And for those folks who join me, every day I have a brand new reading, 365 days a year. If it takes you a little while to get back, however, that's fine. Because between this moment and whenever you and I get together again, I have one wish for you. Blessings.